Hello, trading is closed on the 9th of September 2024. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, and then make our predictions. It's my trading plan for Tuesday, which is September 10th, 2024. Please remember, I can be completely wrong, and any trade you make should be made at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this, and tomorrow should also have the early low. We said if our interpretation of Friday's action was correct, we should gap up, which we did. We had some price targets, 54.27.52 and 54.78.37, and those printed, so that worked. We also said that the market was likely to rally all day. Well, we rallied all day, but this close is a bit wanting. But time doesn't run out until tomorrow's open. So all we have to do to get the normal pattern is to gap and promptly overtake this high. And if that happens, then this recovery probably isn't over. And if not, then it just came up short. This is just a reminder of what we said. I usually put this in black, don't I? So, picking bottoms and tops is kind of dangerous stuff. So far it's working, but right now this really needs to get follow through or it doesn't count. And I'm not saying follow through is impossible. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me, but it's not the kind of thing I personally like to risk money on. Well, during the day we got a sell signal from MEJT. That's already played out. It's possible to count this as an A and then ABC with C equal to A, and then C's not over, but that's, again, it's not the kind of thing I like to risk money on. I'm certain there's some other perfectly valid way to count this. Right now it needs follow through or else this doesn't count. Well, Tuesday's pattern is really low regardless of where we open. We gapped up, hit a higher high, but closed under the midday high. With just a few minutes left to trade, we were under the early high as well. And if that's maintained, and that's in capitals at the open, it's a bearish pattern. Should lead to lower prices regardless of where we close. The recovery is to continue unabated. We need to gap and promptly overtake the high a day, otherwise we should trade lower. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to do it. It's not the kind of stuff I personally like to hold overnight. It's a pattern with the early low. If we get follow through, this is a pretty good low here. We had, we had blue C, we had A of some degree, B, C is equal to A right at the bottom. We had a ending diagonal triangle right at the bottom. It's hard to count this as complete. It's a complete move up, but it's you just have to wait to get follow through, particularly when you're taking a counter trend trade. So we'll call it the pattern with the early low. We'll say we need to gap and overtake this high to get follow through, and I think it's entirely possible that we do, but that's not the same thing as saying it's required. I can't say that. And that's today's call.